If you love a meal that warms your belly and your heart, then you're going to love Pasta Louise. We've come out to Park Slope today to give you a taste. Allison, you opened Pasta Louise in the middle of a pandemic. What was that like?
It was crazy. I had absolutely no idea what to expect when we opened. I always imagined that I'd have this beautiful sit-down pasta restaurant that was filled with families and the community, and everything had to change. We ended up doing a lot more retail. We do a lot of pastas by the pound, pasta kits, but honestly, it ended up being quite amazing.
How many different kinds of pasta do you serve here?
A lot. So we make about 10 different shapes of fresh pasta every day. We make about 150 pounds of pasta every day.
Wow.
And the way that our menu works is our chef, Adrian, chooses a pasta shape of the day, and that's what all of our dishes are made with then. So you don't get to choose the shape, but you could choose all the sauces with lots of additions on it as well.
I love that. So you're doing something very special that gives back to the community, but that's also very personal to you. What is that?
Yeah, so we have the Pasta Rose Scholarship, and it's a scholarship fund that's going to be awarded to a Brooklyn student who has lost a parent to cancer. The scholarship was set up in honor of my sister, who I lost 2 years ago to cancer. And she has 2 daughters, my nieces, Jasmine and Scarlett, and they both have the middle name Rose, which is why I called it the Pasta Rose Scholarship. You could donate by booking a pasta demo. Every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, we show people how we make our fresh pasta. It's a really cool event, and tickets are only $10, and all of the proceeds go to the scholarship funds.
Before we dig in, we got to talk about Louise. Who's Louise?
Louise is my grandmother. I grew up living across the street from her. Every Sunday, we would have these big meals, as Italian families do. And both my grandmothers, my great-grandmother and Grandma Louise, would be making meatballs and sausage and pasta. So I've always had this love of pasta and food and family, and a lot of it came from my grandmother.
Are any of her recipes on the menu?
Yeah, so the meatballs are her recipe. The key is definitely soaking the bread in milk to make them nice and juicy inside. They're all beef. There's lots of pecorino in it, some spices. It's really good.
Can we put in for an order of those?
Yeah. This is our house-made whipped ricotta on our homemade focaccia bread. This is our beet and farro salad, our autumn pasta salad. We use our fresh pasta and we mix it with delicata squash, broccoli rabe, roasted cannellini beans, breadcrumbs, and a lemon vinaigrette. This dish is our roasted tomato sauce with breadcrumbs and burrata. And our lasagna is also pretty special. So we do a vegetarian lasagna. It has lots of layers of very thin pasta sheets that we make here. It doesn't have any sauce. It has heirloom tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, basil, and when the tomatoes cook, they create the sauce that cooks the pasta, and it's a really, really special lasagna. It's really good.
That's delicious.
The meatballs we serve with our homemade sea salt focaccia and also with our whipped ricotta, because I feel like you can't have meatballs without ricotta.
To Grandma Louise.
I have my grandmother's photo as the logo on the menu and everything. She would have been so mad at me.
Do you find that you have a lot of repeat customers?
We have families who come here 3 times a day.
What? Right,
Yeah.
because you serve in the morning too, not just lunch and dinner.
Yeah, they'll come here for coffee and for an egg sandwich. They'll bring home a pasta kit for dinner, and then they come back down with their kids for ice cream. We make all of our ice cream, and we change the flavors probably every 2 days. So right now we're doing vanilla and maple. This is our banana bread sundae, and then this one is our maple ice cream with our spiced chocolate sauce.
Yum.
Right?
Allison, thank you so much for feeding me today and for sharing your story. I wish you all the best with Pasta Louise.
Thank you so much, Lauren.